What's up, everybody? Welcome to Black Hollywood Live Next. I'm super excited because we have a special guest in the building. She plays Bride and Bandwidth in the Netflix series Project MC². Yes, guys, we have the one and only Genneya Walton here with us, so keep it locked. We're going to have some fun.
You are tuned in to Black Hollywood Live Next.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Black Hollywood Live Next, where we bring to you the hottest up-and-coming stars here in Hollywood, and today is no exception. I'm your host, Justin Hart. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, all that good stuff at It's Me, J Hart. So make sure you guys hit the follow button, and also use the hashtag BHL Next on Twitter, because sometimes I like to scroll through Twitter, see what you guys are talking about, all right? Let's go ahead and jump into it, guys. When I tell you she's a phenomenal dancer, she's an amazing actress. She starred in some of your favorite shows on Nickelodeon, Disney. She even starred alongside Halle Berry. What? That's crazy. Yes, guys. And she's playing Bride and Bandwidth in the Netflix series Project MC². Guys, let's give it up for Genneya Walton. She's in the building.
Yes.
What's going on?
Not much.
How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. How are you?
I'm great. You know, it's Friday.
Yeah.
It's the start of the 4th of July weekend. What do you have planned?
I'm actually going to Vegas for a dance competition, so I'm really excited to spend 4th of July there.
Exciting. So do you have anything else planned outside of the dance competition while you're there?
Just hanging out by the pool. Yeah, pretty much.
That's
Chilling,
pretty fun.
as
Look
always.
at you, chilling. All right. So, Genneya, where are you originally from?
I'm from Temecula, California.
Okay. So is that like you? So you've always kind of been around entertainment, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what inspires you to jump into entertainment?
Well, I started off as a dancer when I was 6, and
Okay.
then I've been doing that for 11 years, but I auditioned to be a part of Clear Talent Group when I was, I think, 13. So I
Nice.
started out as a dancer
Okay.
in the industry and then moved over to acting.
Oh, look at you. Well, speaking of dancing, like, as you know, there's a lot of dance trends that's out nowadays, like the
Yeah.
dab,
Uh-huh.
the milli rock, the hit the corn. What do you think about that? Like, just coming from a dancer's perspective on it, like, how do you think about those type of dances?
I think it's actually really cool because all of the dances kind of bring
Yeah.
everyone together. Even if people aren't professional dancers, like
Uh-huh.
it's still something that everyone can do and have fun with. And if they're at like a party or hang out with friends, it's like,
Mhm.
hey, like, you know, it's
I
just
was
something
like,
fun for
dab?
everyone to do.
Oh. So which one is your favorite?
I the dab, I feel like it's kind of cheesy, but I still do it.
Okay, so what's the proper way to do the dab?
Dude, I don't know. I just go in it like.
You just like all the way in it.
Yeah.
I told, as we were talking about earlier, I said I want to learn how to do the milli rock, but she's not going to
See,
teach me.
I can't help you there. I totally would if I could, but
Because my
I
milli
look
rock is kind of
ridiculous.
jacked up. Like I'm like stirring like some soup and chicken. I'm like, what am I
Exactly,
doing?
like, what? Like, I don't know where to go with it.
So that's what I definitely want to learn. Nice. So you're into acting. You dance. You
Yes.
sing.
I don't yet. We're starting vocal lessons just so
Starting-
that I'll
okay.
be able to, like, if anyone asks, that I could be like, yeah, sure,
Yeah.
like, let me sing for you real quick. But not yet. I'm
Not
getting
yet.
there.
You're getting there. Okay.
Yeah.
So from acting and dancing, like which one is your favorite? Like which
That's
one do you like
hard.
doing?
I've been connected to dance for a long time, so it's like I have like a deeper place in my heart
Yeah.
for dance. But acting, they're very different, but acting is, I think, where I want to go. So
know?
I'd probably say that's my favorite.
Nice. Okay, so when you do act, like, what type of place does it take you to? You know, is it therapeutic for you? Like, how is acting, like, when you're in that character? Like, you know, how do you channel those different emotions and everything?
It's the weirdest thing. Well, with my character, Bride and Bandwidth on Project MC², we're actually really similar, so it doesn't take that
Yeah.
much for me to like get into it.
Gotcha.
Because she's just kind of like an amped up version of me, so I'm kind of chilling with that. But like more dramatic roles, I definitely have to think of things in my life that happen for me to like get into
Yeah.
that mindset.
Nice. Well, speaking of your character, Bryden, the fashion is crazy. Like,
Insane.
her fashion is super bold, but you know, it reminds me of the 90s. But I want to know, how similar is your character style to yours?
When I was younger and at dance auditions,
Yeah.
it's smart to wear bright colors like when you're younger, obviously not now, but when you're younger to like be spunky and be fun,
Yeah.
like if that's what you are. So when I was younger, I definitely, my closet was full of neon colors and like crazy patterns or whatever. I just like mix and match, like I did not care. So that's how she was first season, but actually these next season 2 and 3,
Yeah.
she's definitely matured a lot in how she dresses and her attitude. So that'll be interesting for y'all to see.
That's so cool. I feel like we have similar styles because I like to, mix patterns and do all of that. But so would you wear any of your characters' outfits like out in public?
So many, especially from these last 2. Like, I'm actually obsessed with so many of the clothes. The wardrobe designer, Christian, he was like, okay, you guys, since we finished filming, like, you can pick out an outfit, and we're all dying, like, so excited for it. So we got to pick out a few pieces. So
cool.
Excited.
Well, it seems like you guys have a lot of fun on set. Like, it seems like every day it's like, just something that's fun and playful. What are some things that you guys do, while on set? Do you guys like do any pranks? Do you prank the producers or?
No pranks, but actually, this might be off topic, but it really isn't. We have 2 new main characters that I can't fully talk about yet. Okay. But we wanted to pull a prank on them, and we were just gonna be like, if you ever watch Dance Moms, they have a pyramid for like who did the best that week. So we're gonna act like we had a pyramid, and like every week would be like, you were terrible. You're at the bottom of the pyramid. And we were like, try to do that. We're like, better not.
So it's like the Mean Girl.
Yeah, pretty much, like, to see how they would react, but we didn't go that far. But no, every day we do have a lot of fun, and I tried to do daily vlogs. I didn't do one every single day, but I did get vlogged of some of the crazy stuff we did. We did some noodle fights, because, like, pool noodles, for some reason we had those. We definitely had some noodle fights, some food fights. Yeah, just lots of fun.
That's fun. So do you guys hang out outside of the show? You guys do anything fun with that?
When we were in Canada filming, we did not have much time to hang out off set. One of the girls is actually from Texas, so it's hard to hang out with her. But the other ones are like in a pretty close area to me, so hopefully this summer we're planning some stuff, so hopefully we get to do it.
That's fun, right? Working on the show where you can develop those type of friendships.
Exactly. I think it's really important.
That's awesome. So also you've been on Disney's Kirby Buckets and Jessie. Yeah. So what did you learn from being on those 2 shows?
That was before I even started like my own series on MC². So I was very new at that point. So I was just really trying to take in like some of the actors and actresses were younger than me or they were older, so I could take stuff from both sides, just like how to go about like being professional. Like not that I ever act unprofessional on set, but it's just like seeing how things work and how they take things in and take direction. I learned a lot from them, and they were very helpful in letting me know how my character should go. Not like the kids were directing me, but like the directors, and everyone was really helpful because they knew I was new to it and just wanted to point me in the right direction, I think. So.
That's so cool. So you were able to take a lot of those lessons and kind of, implement that into your experience being on Project MC².
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, cool. Look at you. So also you starred as Renata in Isabelle Dances into the Spotlight in 2014. Yeah. What was the best part about being in that project? Because it seemed like a fun movie to be a part of.
It was really fun. That was my very first acting job, so that was a really special one to me. And the fact that I played a mean girl, I was so nervous about that.
Because you're not me. I don't get that energy.
I was so nervous. I was like, how am I going to do this? Like, what even? And I always had to like ask like a little more sass. I was like, okay, like I kept apologizing, like I'm so sorry. And some of the like background that were there were like, and I was like, I promise I'm not this mean, guys. Like I was so like apologetic for like no reason because they obviously knew I was acting. But I mean, it was crazy. It was a crazy experience because we filmed that in Canada too. So like first job, and then I had to fly out somewhere different, and
to Canada.
It was just a whole new experience. Especially I think I had just turned 14 when I did that. So it was just the start of something.
That's so cool. Like I just can't imagine you being a mean girl. Like I can just see that grin on your face, and like you're trying
to. It's really hard for me not to.
Listen, Genneya, can you please tone it down? That's so fun. It's fun. So also, I want to talk about this because this is extremely big. But last year you starred alongside Academy Award winner Halle Berry and CBS Extant. Yeah. That's big. How was it working with the Halle Berry?
She was absolutely hilarious. Like, such a great person. Like, because this might sound bad, but you never know what to expect from people that are bigger and have done things. Because you hear things. Obviously, gossip isn't always true. Yeah. But you hear things sometimes, and it's like I don't know what to expect from this person. Like, I personally didn't hear things about her, but you just don't know what to expect from people. And she was so helpful. She was hilarious on set. Like, even between like super dramatic scenes, we'd be like cracking jokes, and we're like, okay, getting back to it. So it's like it's a really fun experience, and I forget sometimes that happened, and it was just magical. She was amazing.
That's amazing. Did she give you like any advice that kind of take on to other projects?
I wouldn't say like direct advice, but just being in the room with her and like getting her vibes and just seeing how she like gets into things was kind of like a lesson in itself. Like she didn't have to really tell me. Like I had to just make sure I was learning while I was with her.
Just out of curiosity, so how does she get into character? Like what's something that you've taken from that experience and that you take with, you put on all your other projects and you kind of like, put into the characters that you play, in other shows. So what's one thing you took from that experience? Just being around Halle and just observing her.
Really, even though that show was definitely a drama compared to things I have done, I think from being on that show with her, I found that it's very important, even though it's a dramatic show and you're in your feelings when you're in your character, that you need to be able to snap out of it and like be cool with everyone still and not be like so like down or whatever. Like it's important to like come back to reality and have fun with everyone still and not be down the whole time. Like come back.
That's fun. Well, I want to jump back to your show Project MC² because you guys have been killing the game. You were just recently nominated for your first NDoubleACP Image Award this year.
Yes.
That's big. So when you first heard the news, what was your initial reaction?
My initial reaction, okay, this is so weird, but for some reason I don't remember when it happened.
Yeah.
But it was just insane to all of us because we had only at the time only had 3 episodes out, and it was all together that was like an hour and a half of material that they had to see. So we're like, how did this happen? Like, and correct me if I'm wrong, I think we were nominated alongside Casey Undercover, I believe, and Doc McStuffins.
Yes,
like,
yes, I do remember seeing that.
Like really developed great shows.
It's been around like for seasons.
Yeah, so it was just to be alongside those great projects was mind blowing in itself.
Just just out of curiosity with everything that's going on, like how important was it for the NAACP to recognize a show that you're on right now, that type of show? Like how important was that for you?
I think it was extremely important because, well, Project MC², I don't know if you've seen the other characters, but we're all very different, and I think it's very important to celebrate diversity since it's not something that we see very often. And like just like recognizing it that quickly and I think it kind of gave us like a boost, and it's like, wow guys, like we have a good team together, let's see what else we can do, like, and seeing that we got recognized. Like we obviously don't need the recognition, but having it's just puts like something behind us.
That's extremely important. And then you also went to the lunch too, right?
Yeah.
Who did you meet at the NAACP lunch that you just kind of went, you were starstruck and you went crazy?
Tyrese. My mom loves him, and she spotted him from across the room, and I was like, you have to get a picture with him. I didn't get to, because we had to be sitting down to eat our lunch. But
nice.
Oh my goodness. My mom was probably more starstruck than me though, for
sure.
This is
like you're still excited. So Tyrese is
Anthony Anderson, all the Blackish.
Oh my God.
All of them were there. I was dying. That's like one of my favorite shows.
That's so cool. So which one is your favorite character on Blackish?
I really like Zoe, Yara's character.
Yeah.
She's awesome.
That's awesome. Yeah. Zara's really, really nice. I have the opportunity to meet her. So,
really?
Yeah, she's really cool. That's exciting. So if you had the opportunity to work on a show like Blackish, would you jump on it?
For sure.
For sure?
Like, in a heartbeat.
Guys, Blackish, y'all need to get Genneya. I'm telling you, get her. She will be a great asset on to the cast. That's awesome. So, all right, back to your character, Bryden. I know one of your responsibilities on the show is to, you're going on a secret mission to keep the prince safe.
Yes.
If you had the opportunity to go on a secret mission, like in this world, and to protect something, what would it be?
Ooh, that's interesting. I feel like protecting the president would be a really awesome next mission. Well, not that I can say anything about our next missions, but we haven't done that yet. So hopefully that's like something else,
cool.
Or that'll take us somewhere cool.
Nice, like just travel and like
exactly.
See, I want to spy on people, especially like if you're in a relationship. You can spy on your dude. I can spy on my girl. I'm like, what's going on? Hey, that would be fun. Now, another thing I want to mention about you is one thing that I admire about you is that you rock your natural hair. Like since day one, you've always sported it, and I think that's extremely important because that's who you are.
Exactly.
Or whatever. So, how do you feel about just casting agents that, tell, I guess, girls that they should tone down their hair? Like, how does that make you feel?
I hear a lot about that and saying that our natural hair is unprofessional sometimes. And it's ridiculous. I don't think we should ever have to conform to European standards.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's unfortunate that it's like that, but I think it's very important for us to rock our natural hair when we can, and not care what anyone else has to say. Like, just do our own thing. Like, no one should ever care when someone's being themselves. It's like
that's extremely important. Yeah.
This first season, actually, sorry, I just kind of like went off. But my hair was curled every single day. Okay. So I was like, okay, like my hair's still curly. All right. But actually, these season 2 and 3, I asked if I could wear my hair natural, like how it is right now, for the entire 2 seasons, and they're like, yeah, for sure, like go for it. And I don't think it like registered like as anything. They're just like, okay, yeah, like she wants to do what she wants to do. But I think it's really important that I wore my hair natural this whole time, even though my hair was curled. Like, I think it makes a difference. Like, I have to embrace my natural hair because I used to not. So it's.
And I love that because I feel like nowadays a lot of women are starting to embrace their natural hair.
Yes, it's so
and I think even with the media, like for some reason they feel like this is new.
Yeah.
Like this is not new. This is something that, you know, I feel like that women have been doing for centuries nowadays. But now it's starting to be, I guess, more respected and people are starting to highlight it more. Why do you think it took this long for, you know, people to recognize that and to actually accept natural hair?
Trends. I feel like make all the difference because I feel like now like big curly hair is like so cool and it's like, oh, you have it already? Wow, that's awesome. Go ahead, you can wear it now. Like, even though you've had it forever, like it's really cool right now. Like, I feel like trends make all the difference in social media.
So I just have a question because I'm pretty sure some young girls are still experiencing like, you know, just being bullied because of their hair. Like, what's something that you would tell them? Like those young girls that are, you know, feeling bullied and that, you know, just kind of nervous to really embrace, you know, their hair and what they have.
See, oh, geez, because that was hard for me when I was younger too. It's something that you can't change, and there's a point where you have to like accept yourself. And people that are bullying, they have nothing better to do. Like, your life is gonna go on, their life is gonna go on, and there's probably a personal problem with them as to why they're attacking you, and you shouldn't take it personally. I know must be extremely hard if someone's bullying you, but just take it with a grain of salt and know that you're beautiful how you are.
That's amazing. I'm just like, you're like a little sister. I'm so proud of you. Like, you've really, really grown, like, just over time. And I just feel like you have such an important, you know, you play an important role, like, in this industry because so many girls look up to you. And I think just to hear you say that, you know, to them is just something amazing, something they can take on and like incorporate into their life and how they view themselves. Yeah. Because when they see someone just as confident as you, you know, it makes them like, oh, I can do this too.
Yeah, exactly. You know? That's all I could hope, really.
Yeah, look at you. Well, you're 17 now.
Yes.
Y'all,
I feel old, even though I know I'm not.
Old. Stop. You went to prom, right, this year?
I did.
How was prom?
It was awesome. It wasn't my own prom because I homeschooled, but I ended up going to one of my friend Callista's prom, and it was beautiful. I had awesome company with me. I didn't go with the date. Don't.
That's all just bad. Who did you go with?
I went with my friend. No,
okay.
I went with my friend Calista. She's a girl. So
yeah.
It was beautiful. The ballroom was like half of it was glass, and we were on the ocean, so we got to see all the water, and we took a little yacht ride. So it was beautiful. I mean, it's all I could have ever asked for, and it was awesome, normal experience. So
see, I'm jealous because, you know, I'm from Tennessee, so we don't have the beach or anything like that. We can't view that. When I went to the prom, we had it at some type of it was at like an arena, like a conference room or something like that. But I mean, it was set up really nice, but still, like, just to go to prom out here and, you know, see the ocean view and feel the breeze.
I swear every single year gets crazier. Yeah, no, my sister
so
was
jealous.
mad when I told her where our venue was because she was like, mine was so boring, like whatever. I was like, I didn't choose it.
That's what I'm saying. You guys, y'all are really getting it out here.
We are.
Like, y'all are so lucky. Well, you're 17. You're going to be 18 in February.
Yeah.
And as you know, the elections are popping up. I know you can't vote this time, but how important is this election to your generation?
Oh, I think not only to the generation, but to like everyone.
Yeah.
Because I mean, Donald Trump. I mean, obviously he's being elected this year. I can't vote for him. But like, I obviously think whoever is leading us, it's very important that they're a good person first before they're gonna try to make everything good for everyone else. You know, it's obviously extremely important to everyone. It's how America's gonna run.
Yeah.
I just think people need to think for themselves and take a step back from just hearing. I feel like people are very influenced by media, and they're like, oh, you're voting for that person? I guess I will too. Or they'll hear stuff about other ones, and it's just, I think people really need to do the research before they
That's important, yeah.
cast a vote, because it makes all the difference. Every vote makes a difference.
Oh, that's true. And what do you think about the two candidates that's in the running now? I mean, you know, hey,
I'm not that into politics, so I don't want to be ignorant about anything.
Gotcha.
So I'd rather, yeah,
and honestly, no, I mean, because a lot of people, I feel like, you know, it is like a trend. You know, people, they want to vote for whoever's like popular and everything, and people don't want to do the research. Exactly. I'm actually currently still researching, trying to figure out who I'm going to vote for.
Keep going until
like,
you feel
seriously.
good. Like, yeah.
I wish, you know, I was hoping and praying that Joe Biden was going to just step up like, hey, I'm running, you know, because I'm just saying, you definitely would have had my vote, but I still can't believe that President Barack Obama is, you know, reaching the end of his term, because I feel like he's done such a great job.
It feels like he has not been here that long.
Right.
Time flies. It's insane, but he's done so much, and I feel like people don't give him the credit.
They don't. And I mean, he went through a lot doing that. It was crazy because I've seen a throwback picture of him from 2008 when he was elected. He had like all black hair. You know, now it's like, you see him now, it's like all straight up gray. Straight up, I'm like, he's been through some things, but
he's probably like, I'm out.
He's like, I'm out. And I think Joe Biden is smart too, because with him following President Barack Obama, he's like, oh, I don't want to deal with a lot of stuff he went through. So I think I'm going to just, you know, relax.
Step back,
That's awesome. So, all right, I want you to tell our viewers, like, why is it important, if you can go out and vote, why is it important to utilize that?
Voting. If you have the opportunity to do it, do it. Make sure you have done your research on who you're voting for, because it's going to make all the difference for the future of not only you, but of your children and brothers and sisters. It affects everyone, and I think it's really important to make smart decisions in who you're voting for.
Dab on that. Gotta dab on it. Also, I went on your social media because I know you love tweeting and you love posting pictures on Instagram, but I came across this really heartfelt story that you posted it on your Twitter. It was about a moth. A moth that you found in a corner of your room.
Yeah.
Do you, if you want to talk about it?
No, I'm good.
I just thought it was really touching, because it actually touched me from reading that story, because I thought it was beautiful.
Yeah.
You know, tell us about that that story for people who don't know.
Okay, so basically, randomly, I'm into like figuring out like symbolism of animals and just like things, and I was taking a shower at like 2 a.m. for whatever reason, and a huge brown moth like hit my window, and I freaked out. I was like, what is going on? Like, this is so scary. It was ginormous, so I was freaking out. I was like, oh, let me just like go like what it means, and I was going through like all of it, and it said like, oh, hey, like you're gonna get like some important message soon. So I was like, okay, that's cool, like whatever. And then the next day I went to my room and I was just chilling, and then there was a white moth going around my room. I was like, what is going on? And I mean, moths are attracted to light. I hope you know that. So in one part of my room, my light source is over there, and then the other, it's just like my dresser. And this white moth would just fly around. I was like, okay. And it was sitting on that dresser, and I looked up, oh, what does a white moth mean? And it usually means that it's a spirit, or like a past relative of a sort. And so I was like, okay, like why is it hanging out over here? And I opened my drawer, and I forgot that I had kept all of my keepsakes from my grandma that passed away. So I was like, wait, that's so crazy. Like, it means that a spirit's visiting me, and it's been hanging out opposite of the light, like, and it's hanging out where I forgot I kept all my grandma's stuff. So I was like, oh, like, it's cute. Sorry.
Stop. But no, I mean, I thought it was such a beautiful story, though, you know, because who would have known that, you know, a moth is, you know, something that will bring you some type of sign. Because with me, just, you know, to make it lighter, back in my backyard back in Memphis, like we had a basketball court, right? So we used to always like play ball, me and my friends and everything. And these moths used to just come everywhere. But the thing is, I used to just step on them. I didn't know. I was like, well, did I just step on my blessing when I read your tweet? I was like,
no,
maybe
some people don't believe in it, some do, but I just thought like it was ironic, like.
No, because you said you stored a lot of your, you know, things that your grandmother gave to you and things that were personal to you in that drawer. So that definitely was a sign.
Yeah.
But I think it's amazing because I feel like we should start viewing things that, you know, that are kind of unknown and things that we wouldn't expect and kind of see a sign within that.
Yeah, there's like more to, I feel like there's more to life. This, like little things that you're like, oh, because this is so random, but you know, when you're like, oh, I don't know, like you're stuck between a decision, like should I do that, should I do this, and then there's like something that happens that like leads you into like the other direction. Like I feel like all that stuff is real. Like that's how everything happens for a reason.
Seriously.
Like, you get there somehow, and there's some things that happen to make you get to that place, if that makes any sense.
You better preach. No, that's serious though, you know, and I just want to thank you for sharing that story, like I said, because that was, I'm pretty sure that story can touch someone else. Because I guarantee you, like, someone has had the same experience just like you.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Now, on a lighter note, what is your dream role, or, you know, who is someone that you want to work with?
Dream role? Well, I would love to work as, like, a main in something that's, like, a Maze Runner, like, Hunger Games-y. Like, I would do something like action.
Like something,
like, awesome. I'd like to work alongside Zoe Kravitz.
Really?
Yeah, I watched her in Dope.
In Dope? Oh, that movie is
so
dope.
good. It literally is.
Seriously,
so,
yeah.
After I saw it, I was like, okay, yeah, like I want to work with her.
That's so
anyone
cool.
in that cast, like.
She was just. It didn't seem like to me that she was acting. I felt like that's Zoe.
She was
like she was just so raw, but it's like I don't know. It's something like this so mysterious about her.
Yeah, exactly.
That I want to know. Like I don't just even from stalking her on Instagram. Oops, sorry, Zoe. I don't stalk you on Instagram.
Oh my
But now just from like her
You've
picture.
been exposed.
No, I think she's so like I don't know. It's like this mystery behind her.
Yeah,
and I think that's what she brought out in her character. And I thought that was
all of them really. Yeah.
That movie was so swagged out.
So good.
It was so cool. All right, so what are some of your hobbies?
Hobbies. I like hiking.
Okay.
I like doing my sister's makeup.
So you love doing makeup? I
do a lot. Like.
Okay.
When I'm bored, I'll do that. I did my sister's makeup like last week. She wasn't going anywhere, but I was just like, can I do your makeup, please? Like, I'm so girly now. I used to not, so yeah.
So what's some of your makeup products? Like, what's your favorite products you like using?
Favorite product? Well, I'll start with skincare. 100% Pure has a really awesome skincare. I love their moisturizers.
You saw the commercial.
Buy it now. Like, Makeup Forever. I literally use Makeup Forever brand everything. So, yeah.
Nice.
Send me stuff. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, hey.
I'm kidding. Oh my god.
Hey, send my girl Genneya some stuff.
Oh my god.
Do you have a nickname? Just out of curiosity.
Usually, if people don't want to say my full name, because sometimes it is long, I get it. They usually say Naya.
Naya?
Yeah.
How do you feel like hit the Naya? See, that's a dance. You can do a dance right there.
Yeah,
seriously.
someone called me Janae, and I was just like, like no. My mom hates it when people call me Janae because it just.
We're not gonna call you that.
Thanks. It just sounds weird.
That's so cool.
Naya's usually the one.
Okay, gotcha. So if you wasn't an actor or a dancer, like what would your profession be?
I'm really into science, like a lot.
Yeah.
Paleontology is really cool to me.
Cool.
Yes, I like fossils and stuff. So that's what I want to do when I get to college. Whenever I end up getting there.
Nice.
But yeah, I'm really interested in science, so I'd probably go somewhere that route for my profession.
So I'll make sure I'll hit you up, like, if I have any questions about rocks and everything. I took a class like that my freshman year in college, and that was just one class I was like,
yeah.
I think it's interesting though. Like, now that I'm older, like I want to learn more about science and the world we live in. I think that's cool.
Yeah, astronomy. Awesome.
Nice. So, okay, you just mentioned college. Have you been planning on, I guess, have you been applying to any schools or anything?
Not yet. I'd be applying this fall if I'm trying to go right away. I think I'm going to take a year break, and I want to travel a little bit and obviously audition, see what happens in that year. And if I'm chilling, which I hope I'm not.
Yeah.
Then I'll go to college after a year. So I'm definitely gonna take a break after I'm done. I graduate, but.
Well, at least that's on your radar. But you have so many things, backing you up. So
yeah.
Pretty sure either way it goes, you're gonna be fine.
Yeah, I always hop into college.
Right. College is fun. I'm saying I had a blast in school. I had a blast. Time out. No, I'm just kidding. No, but no, when you go, you seem really mature for your age. Just make sure you be responsible, have fun, but still get the work done.
My parents keep me in check, so there's no way I step out of line.
So what other upcoming projects do you have going on right now?
Upcoming projects, nothing right now. I had literally just came back from finishing MC² season 3 like a week and a half ago, so I just got back, and we might be starting more soon or not. Not sure yet.
Oh, you guys totally will. You just got nominated. Like, seriously.
We'll see. So I think right now I'm bound to that, but hopefully something will come up. I have a good feeling.
Well, all right, speaking of Project MC², what can you give us, like what inside information or like the scoop you can give us about season 2?
Without getting in trouble. 2 new doll characters. We have a super awesome... See, some of the things I'm not technically allowed to say, but
Okay.
I've seen people post about it somehow on social media.
Just
Like,
give us a
people
little
know.
bit. Or at least what can we expect from your character?
From my character,
Yeah.
insanity. She goes crazy at one point. Not gonna tell you why. She goes crazy. There's more characters, guys and girls. Plenty of plot twists and cliffhangers. Like, it's insane. Like, we got to watch the very first episode, just like a random viewing, and I was like, wait, what's next? Like, I want to see the next episode, because I forget what happens, and it's just really exciting to see that I feel like it's gonna grab people. So lots of cliffhangers that I'm very excited about.
A lot of twists and turns.
Yeah, and an old character might visit us at some point.
All right, we can't wait to tune in. All right, so we're almost gonna wrap it up because you've been, just been super amazing, and like I said, we're super grateful for having you here at Black Hollywood Live.
Thank you for having me. This is awesome.
Seriously, but I just want to know what advice, because a lot of people, a lot of young kids look up to you. So what advice would you give to a young actor that's probably feeling discouraged and they want to, just follow in your footsteps and do what you do? What type of advice would you give them?
I think with everything in general, not only acting, if you're trying to pursue something, there's gonna be lots of struggles on the way up to there, and rejection. Rejection is hard, yes.
Okay.
But you need to take it, because sometimes, my dad always tells me this, if you get rejected from one thing, there's something better waiting for you in the end. So you just have to wait.
Yeah.
Wait. Things get better. There's a lot to look forward to in life when you're trying to pursue something that you enjoy. And I think it's always well worth the wait in the end.
No, because you're preaching to, I feel like that's all ages, especially out here, because so many people are just like, oh, this is what I want to do, but they're afraid to even take their risk to even pursue it.
Yeah.
And even because I can honestly admit, rejection is extremely hard. For me, it is and it's something I'm totally still working on. And I just think it's important to just find a blessing, or at least find some type of lesson you can learn from their
Positive
rejection.
and everything.
Yeah, something positive that you can take on and just keep going and see what else you can pursue, and just keep knocking down doors.
Yeah.
That's
There's always
awesome.
opportunities coming, so you gotta know which ones to take.
Yes. So can you give us any more information on Project MC²?
Ooh, I don't know. I wish I could. I'm just trying to go through my head. What?
Okay. All right.
Love interest. It's happening. I don't know which character it's for, but there's a special love interest.
All right, we can't wait to see.
Something new for all of us. So
we can't wait to see. Well, where can fans find you on social media? Before we wrap it
all
up.
of my social media. Genneya Walton, Genneya Walton, and my Snapchat is Genneya DW.
Yes, guys. Well, we want to thank you for joining Black Hollywood Live Next today. You guys can catch Genneya Walton as Bride and Bandit on Netflix Project MC². The season 2 is premiering August 12th, so make sure you guys keep it locked, tune in, support her. She's amazing. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. That's a wrap.
Thank you.
From executives Keven Undergaro, Dario Kristen, Tiana Hobson, and the entire BHL staff, we would like to thank you for supporting Black Hollywood Live, the first online broadcast network dedicated to African American entertainment. For questions and comments, contact us. info@blackhollywoodlive.com. Like us on Facebook, tweet us, or Instagram us at BHL Online. And I am the official voice of Black Hollywood Live, Scipio. Instagram me at KingXOBay. Thanks for tuning in.
Okay.
The views expressed here are those of the host only and do not necessarily reflect the views of BHL or its owners or principals.